Infinite Offroad. Everything pretty much on this machine. I have picked up from them, it's in this box over here, they have out, I hope I brought it with me. Shoot, that's going to be a big disappointment if I didn't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did not. Here it is. They have out, I don't know how new it is, but it's a 4-zone remote. This runs off a big boy. It's a 30 amp fuse, if I'm not mistaken, instead of their 15 amps. You've got 4 independent zones. So we're going to be kind of rewiring everything on this machine to independent zones. So you got zone 1, zone 2, there's zone 3, zone 4. And it's got your typical power switches, which we're going to bypass this fuse. We're going to go into our fuse panel. And then your 2 auxiliary wires. Your one that turns them white. Sorry, this one turns them white, and this is your brake light, which we won't be using the brake light. But how we're going to be rezoning this is the front rocks will be in a zone, rear rocks will be in a zone. The underglow there and in the rear will be in a zone. Those will also tie into the strip up here. I don't know. This strip, I may tie it in with, I'm not sure if I'm going to tie it in with the underglow or my headlights. Now you're probably saying, Scotty, what you going to tie into them headlights? Well, as this video comes out, this will be old news. But Infinite Offroad came out with their very own. I mean, how cool is that? That's for the Pro XP, Pro R, and Turbo R. The only downfall, they don't have the turn signal application in there, but it's all right. Because we finally ran the wiring. Sorry, I didn't shoot that part. But we finally got these working. Well, the brow light's not currently working. I would love to say this is a 100% Infinite Offroad build. I mean, come on, I even got the rocker switch. But I'd be lying because I'll do like do like how my whips do that. But Infinite does not make a set of whips or a brow that does that. Their brow is only single color at the current moment. However, there's a competitor out there. It starts with a K, has Moto in the name. You may know who I'm talking about. They have the Dream or the Pixel Map, RGB+W, whatever you want to call it, brow lights. The very first one I got from them actually did not work properly. When I turned the turn signals on, they turned green, not amber. So, be street legal, it has to be amber, it can't be any other colors. I'm not fretting too much about these not being amber, because the brow has amber, and my mirrors also have the flashers on it as well. That's where I stand. Alright, so getting back into the build now, after my little side quest there, we are going to finish installing our lights. Like I said earlier, there's going to be 4 zones. And if you recall, it's been several months by now because, whatnot. If you remember that light that we put up under here on that bar, so you know the bar goes on top. Yeah, that's the cause of my big gap issues all around here. It actually caused me to strip out this one, and you can see that I can just move this entire piece. There's no cap in there. Remy, get out. So, since I gotta take the bed off, we're gonna do it. So, next step, we're gonna take the bed off, and we're gonna take this rocker, and I also gotta take the tree kicker off to properly run all my wiring through here, because I've only got, technically the wire path runs down through there, it connects to the underglow, and then shoots back up in there and connects back up in there. So since that's going to be on its own zone, I have to terminate the plug here, and then I have to run wires through here for the headlights and for the rocker. All right, so Infinite came out with these fancy little plugs here to put at the end of your runs here, so crud don't get in there. Cool little design idea. So I picked up about 10 of them, and we'll plug our ends. Any of the LED strips will have an end that, or as I call it, pass-through end, and all these splitters will as well. So in order to run how I'm doing this, here's a little diagram. I've got a splitter for the front rocks, the rear rocks, and those are each separate zones. Pretty much every zone is going to have a splitter, just the nature of this build. So I got the front left and right, rear left and right, so that's 4 caps right there, 2 for one splitter, 2 for another splitter. And then I'll also have 2 for the headlights because each headlight has its own. And then I'll also have 2 for the other splitter that will run all my regular lights. And then at the end of those strips, there will be these that I'll have to cap off as well. So that's, I was looking online for something like this, and I really didn't see anything. I seen some things. They were really for 4 pins. That may have worked, that may not have. But it looks like this also has metal in there. Let's see if I can. Yeah. It also has like metal in there, if you can see. So it looks like it like truly terminates them and does like, I guess, a turnaround. So it'll send all your signals back to the ground. In the lighting world, we do those on our fixtures in long runs, or if we're trying to troubleshoot stuff, we call them terminator plugs or butt plugs. That's some like to call them. But yeah, we got about 10 of those, and then I had to pick up 2 more splitters just because I had 2 when they gave me everything. When you buy your rock lights, they'll give you a splitter. Like I said, each rock light has their own, and when you buy the headlights, you get a splitter. When you buy the light strips, I don't know if you get a splitter or not, but you can probably ask for one. They'll toss it in. Like I said, guys up there are super nice. If you live in Middle Tennessee, please take advantage. Go see them in person. I don't know. I'm trying to work on becoming like a little sponsorship with them, or doing some stuff on the side for them. That'd be awesome. If y'all see my video, please hit me up, guys. I'd love to do this for you. So, you know, I cut my power because I've got to run a longer wire, and plus I'm going to put the fuse in the fuse box. Cut the power. I grab the black wire, cut it, and then realize my ground is still connected to my box. I cut the wrong wire. So, I can either take hours or like 30 minutes to repair it if I was at my shop with all the correct wiring, or I can use their 25-year unvoidable warranty. It's ironic how I just mentioned that in the video, and here I am needing to use it. Also, side note, this arc light stopped working. So 2 things in one trip. Shitty part is I get off at 5:30. They close at I think 4 or 5. I could either take off work early, run up there, or run up there at my lunch. May do. Or have the wife go pick it up. Swap it out. I may run on my lunch break tomorrow at work. Yeah. Watch what wires you cut. Alright, so we got this correctly cut and installed. Talking kind of quiet because the kiddo's in bed. Got the proper wires cut this time, and thanks to the wife to go get me another one. Gotta finish button up all the wiring here, make my connections. This one is for my rock light, and then this one, which will be a different zone, and then this one will be part of the headlights, which that will light up the grill as well. And then picked up this handy dandy device so I can turn on and off my cabin light. Went that route for 2 reasons. So when I'm running it on the road, I can have a reminder of what color my halos are. So I think technically I can't run blue. So, and I don't want amber running inside the cage. So just turn it off. Simple as that. Been trying to troubleshoot some stuff, trying to figure out why everything's not working and whatnot. Long story short, I forgot to put the fuse back in. So make sure you put the fuse in when you're checking your lights. Also, what I'm going to do back here, clean all this wiring up that you see. I'm going to use this braided sheath. This is a little different than from what I've used previous. The other stuff you have to fish it in through here. This stuff is actually kind of like cut, so it just kind of like rolls back on itself. I'm not sure what the technical names of these are, but this is what I picked up from the old O'Reilly's. Braided wire loom. So yeah, they have that kind. And then they have this kind, which you have to feed everything through here and it does not open other than that way. This can be a pain in the butt, especially if you're adding, stop. This ain't the shit box. You can't be doing that to this razor. Thank you. So, yeah, This one can be a bit of a pain in the butt because you have to run everything at once. Where that stuff, you can add stuff as you go. And whatnot. Hey, don't, stop. Stop playing with that, please. Thank you. You helping Daddy on the razor? You helping Daddy work on the razor?
Yeah.
You supervising me? Making sure I do it right? Yeah? Okay. Evelyn, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty. So we got all the wiring buttoned up. We're putting our rocker plates back on. Got all our rat's nest wadded up. Stick the fender back on. Plug into here. And then our build should be about complete.